wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome, folks, to the classic Cotton Bowl, right in the heart of Dallas, Texas. The Sooners will kick this deep to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Terry. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Dropping back, it's Russell. Quick throw to his receiver. Wide open downfield. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Texas.
Great job of reading and recognizing the opportunity to get the ball into space to a very skilled receiver, and he does the rest of the work. Talk about yards after the catch. This guy's one of the best in the country.
And the point after is right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge. The biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be in that postseason at the end of the year.
They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. The Longhorns offense takes the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Russell. Pulls it in, it's Terry. Gets some space around the 30. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch, gets the first down in the process.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. Longhorns are in the red zone. Press coverage now from the secondary. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
third and short. They'll try to throw for it. It's an outright catch made. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10.
Oh, I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
The Longhorns hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. And bouncing it outside, it's Terry. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Pass rush closing in. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Boy, this tight end is an absolute weapon with the ball in his hands. They get him the ball, and the whole crowd seemed to know what was about to happen. He took off and took it to the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Turner decides to field it. Coverage team flying downfield. Not much gained on that return. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Receiver makes the catch. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Longhorns come to the line to run the hurry up. To the air, it's Russell. With the catch, it's Terry. Solid gain. He moves the ball up to the 32.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers, the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Looking to throw it on first down. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Looking to throw it again. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. So it's third and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. Longhorns bring their punt team onto the field. Trying to kick it away, helping his team with field position. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. The first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Throws it deep downfield to the left. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. Hoping for another chapter in this tremendous rivalry. They've been playing since 1900.
Yeah, that's really what makes college football what it is. And I think all the concern with the realignment was we would potentially lose games like this. It's great to see Texas and OU still be playing for many years to come.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They move the ball to the 48 and early first set of downs.
Great patience here. Great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice first down.
The pocket breaking down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
I thought the strong safety did a really good job of disguising the blitz, waiting to the last possible moment, and at the snap of the ball, catching the offensive line off guard. Nobody saw him. He gets home free and comes up with a sack.
Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. Now they'll try the running play off left tackle. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Back's got it again. Fights through the tackle. Tackled, but first down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Dropping back. It's Russell. On the move now. On the run here. Lets it go. Caught near the sticks. It's Clark. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. Through the first quarter, both quarterbacks have been lighting it up as the stats reflect. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here on the red zone. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Makes a quick grab. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down.
Well, they tried to grind that out for those 2 yards, and they came up just short. I'm talking inches short. You know the players are going to say, hey, Coach, let's go for it. We can make it. We can make it. It's 4th down in inches. Get behind that line and go for it.
They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Chris, how about this? You're inside the red zone. You get the fourth down. You go for it. You show that aggressive approach. Your players love that you show confidence in them. And you're rewarded with a first down.
And they're trying to punch it in here. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And from deep in the end zone, they'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Bringing pressure. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Caught over the middle. It's Washington. Tackle right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Offense now behind the sticks on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Second down, looking to throw it. He's running out of time here. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Coverage team brings down the returner. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
Back to throw. It's Russell. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, that's the second touchdown catch already in just the first half. You can guarantee the coach on the other side is trying to make every adjustment he can to slow this guy down.
The extra point makes it 28-7. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
That's an athletic play by the defensive back. Playing tight coverage, seeing the ball, and not giving the receiver a chance to get their hands on it.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Looking downfield. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Escapes the pocket. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Back to throw. It's Russell. Moves out of the pocket. Breaks free.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The Longhorns trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Texas. This offense really clicking.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that 2nd level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Grab down the middle. It's Bond. Jukes the defender, gets brought down after a solid gain. And the Sooners looking to use the up-tempo offense here. The short completion of the tight end. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a 1st down to the 42. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Receiver makes the grab. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. 1st down to the 44.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
What's cool about the battle for the golden hat is that it's a wearable trophy. You see the winning side there and grab that hat, Kirk, and they take a picture that lasts a lifetime.
And Chris, think about it over the years, all the different folks that have been able to have a chance to put that hat on. Charlie Strong, of course, when Texas had a big win. Baker Mayfield, Vince Young, and it goes back and forth. And you're right, today, whoever wins this game, they're going to be quick to get that hat on.
The Sooners with 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw yet again. Quick throw over the middle. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Back to pass. It's Russell. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. 1st down. They're going to throw the football. Looking deep downfield to the left. He makes the grab. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Longhorns. He broke away, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his third touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught quickly. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Throws to the tight end. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Defense is coming after him. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Football comes out. Oh, he's scooped up. Offense still has it on the run. He'll be brought down. Nice play to make the recovery, but he stopped short of 1st down yardage. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin from the 33. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. Look out, he's in the clear. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
On the run, it's Simon. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run up the middle. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
Scanning the field, it's Russell. Catch made in space, look out. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
Chris, we're only a few ticks from halftime, and doesn't it feel like this thing's already over? Just a first half beatdown to be remembered. This is going to be a fun locker room at halftime.
Going after, not right through. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. They're going to run it here. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a huge gain there, but that's it for this period. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this away to begin the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. A lot of work to do after a nightmarish first half. Let's see if they can get something going and begin an epic comeback. They tackled him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Well, the defense
defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. Feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. He's got the first down and still motoring. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Well, anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
They'll run it from the gun. A quick juke. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back, and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking for 6. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Makes the grab. It's Clark. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Crucial third down play after that completion. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Looking to scramble. Trying to create here on the move. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Pass caught. Second down now. And the quarterback keeps it here. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, he keeps it on the option. It's not always the big play. It's sometimes just getting the first down. Does a nice job of knowing where he needed to go. We got a new set of downs.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. And as we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if this game can get a little bit more competitive. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Boy, they go with the quarterback option here, and the play just didn't seem to feel like it had much of a chance. The execution just off. You got to either keep that or pitch it. He was a little bit hesitant and allowed the defense to get to him.
Oh, almost another interception. Can you believe it? It's going to bring up third down. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in a run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker.
That's where you tip your cap to the offensive line. Fourth down in inches, simple call, quarterback sneak, but a nice surge there up front by the big boys to give the quarterback plenty of room to pick up that first.
Play action here on first down. He bought some time, now lets it go. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play.
But Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
Offense facing second and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Risky throw here on second down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on third down coming up.
This defense is making it tough. Ball still at the 3. It's third and goal. Out of the gun now on third down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Sooners.
You can tell that this play caller, the offensive coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. Longhorns offense takes the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. He breaks free. He's got the first and still going. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Past the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns. Way too much speed in that play. Oh, the energy really building that cricket. They're not careful. This could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. One of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, this defensive coordinator has been all over it, mixing up the looks, doing a good job of getting pressure on this quarterback there. Almost a sack. They hit him right as he's releasing the ball, almost coming up with another turnover. Just a dominating day for this defense.
Quick throw, testing the middle. Oh, what a grab! They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. The Sooners have 1st and 10 here. Back to throw again. Nice grab. It's Smith. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short.
Oh, they've got him. A 4th down sack and a turnover on downs.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
The receiver makes the catch. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. And that play should secure an upset. Kirk, this is a team that told us, forget the rankings. We're here to make a strong statement as we get to the stretch run. And they've done that today.
Well, these guys really looked apart today. Stepped up when a lot of people had questions if they could play in this kind of game. The answer is yes. Now they have to handle being that team with expectations. Not every team handles that well, but I'm excited to see how they deal with that in the coming weeks.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Hands off to the left. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Well, this was a stunner. It's going to resonate around the college football landscape.